Foxhole is a war film like no other. It takes moviegoers to the front lines in 3 different conflicts: the American Civil War, World War I, and modern-day Iraq. And helping tell this unique story is an actress who has faced Michael Myers and is still standing. In addition to the Halloween franchise, she has lent her talent to shows like Orange is the New Black, Underground, Blue Bloods, just to name a few. So please give it up for actress, producer, looking like $1 million, Andi Matichak!
Oh my God, can I just have you introduce me everywhere?
Do you want to hire me? Because I will leave right now. I will walk away from this right now just to walk around with you. Is it a deal?
Oh my gosh, that was that deal. Done.
Okay, all right then. I will see you after. I'm just
together.
Because you showed up to do this interview, I will honor this, and then after this, I will show up at wherever you are. Where are you right now? What state?
In New York City.
What?
We're right nearby.
Oh, listen, Andy, you don't know what you just started for yourself. You don't know what you just started, but that's your problem. You started it. But your fans know that you know a thing or two about being a fighter. Halloween fans have all the proof they need, but you're fighting a different kind of battle in Foxhole.
Yes, it is a more grounded, in a way, situation, and it's something that, like, I was really fortunate enough to meet Jack early. I had just finished filming Halloween, and I had met him at Le Pond in New York City, which is where all great meetings happen. And the script was fabulous. It's such an original piece of work, and it's something. I mean, Jack is so young, and he was able to really dive into each war individually. And as a woman, you're not really presented in either of the first 2 wars, but in the Iraq War, I'm able to step in and kind of take the place of who is proposed to be Gail's husband in the first 2 previous wars. And it's an incredibly innovative script and incredibly well executed. And I just feel so fortunate that I'm able to be along for the ride of it and to hop into a different type of battle. Because, like you said, it's a battle, but it's quite different than what I've been up to.
Well, Andy, you're incredible. So, of course, it's going to be incredibly executed. By the way, you play Gail. We have a clip.
Yeah.
We're going to take a look, and then you can tell us about her.
All right.
I don't know. You're stuck with him for a little while.
You're gonna miss me.
I'm out in the 3rd.
I'm the best shooter you got, Sarge.
I remember when I used to keep the days.
Some of us have something to go back to. You do you, Sarge.
Yo, you need to see this picture of Gail's husband. Gail, can I please show them the picture of your husband? He's a very beautiful looking man. I particularly...
Okay, Andy, so what is going on in that clip? We kind of heard a snippet of that Gail's character is married from what the guys were saying. So what's her backstory?
So her backstory is, she's presented, you see her briefly in a flashback in the Civil War as the wife of a man named Morton, who is played by Alex Hurt, who is a good friend and a wonderful actor. And so you see her in a flashback when he actually returns home more towards the end of the film. And then in the second, in World War I, you see just like a photograph of her in close to his chest. And I don't want to give too much away, but I'm able to trade out positions into the 3rd war, and I'm able to actually be boots on the ground and physically be there with the rest of the guys. So it's a blast of a movie. It's a blast of a film to make. It was very all encompassing, and we were able to, I mean, what you saw is what it was for a week. We just were inside this Humvee, upstate New York. And the guys were incredibly welcoming. I mean, they had already been really, really, literally in the trenches for weeks prior. And then they were incredibly welcoming to me as I stepped on. And we just kind of developed a pretty easy flow in terms of, as you can kind of see, that banter is kind of what our relationship actually was that translated to.
Yeah. So from Gail to Allison we go, which is how we saw you face Michael Myers in Halloween and Halloween Kills, and in the upcoming Halloween Ends. You've also had the pleasure of working with Miss Jamie Lee Curtis, and we see you post pictures of the 2 of you, and we can tell that it's a true friendship, something that many of us will never ever say we have. I'm friends with Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm wearing a Final Girl shirt with her. I would never say those words.
Those are actually a gift from Judy Greer, who did not follow us on to the 3rd film, unfortunately. But so we wore those on set one day when we were filming Ends. But Jamie is an incredible human being, and I'm very fortunate that I've been able to get to know her and deeply get to know her, which is, like you said, not something many people can say. And but everything that you think that she would be and that you hope that she is, she's more. She's that and amplified. She's nothing but heart and kindness and generosity and work. She works. She's a workhorse, and
You can tell.
I've learned so much from her.
And listen,
I'm very grateful to be a part of her life.
well, now that you and I are friends, because you just literally hired me to be your hype woman, which means that whoever your friend is my friend. So I can get to say at some point that Jamie Lee Curtis
Right,
is my
of
friend
course.
too, thanks to my boss lady, Andi. But let me just say this, Andi, you're killing it in Hollywood, looking like a gazillion dollars, doing big things nonstop, like nonstop. And I mentioned like all the TV that you've done, but you are also, I don't know if you still do play soccer, but you were
Oh, yeah.
like majorly, like you're a major soccer player. Like you could play for
was.
real, unlike the rest of us. So how good into soccer are you? Are you still into it? Do you watch it? Can you teach someone?
You know, I love soccer. I love soccer very much, and I don't play it anymore very often, other than like in the backyard. But I'm very competitive, and so I tried joining a league in New York City when I first moved here, and it just did not go well. It wasn't the same level, and I was like, I can't. I'm out. I'd rather admire from afar at this point, and so I like to just admire from afar. I'm very excited for the upcoming World Cup.
Right, because it's happening in the tri-state, like 2026 it's happening? Of course you knew that.
No, right now.
No,
Well,
which one are we talking about?
It's like, it's going to be this year.
No, but there's a 2026 one that's happening in the tri-state. So we're in the area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're in the area,
that's
so let's
true.
figure it out. We can start practicing
go.
now. I'm on my way to you, Andi. Just sit tight. Do not move. I'm going to literally pack my bag.
I'll already let the doorman know where.
No, listen. I already know where you are just by telling from your backdrop. If I don't know, I have a low jack on you. People who know what a low jack is. But thank you for spending time with us, Andi. I will be seeing you in like maybe 5 minutes. That's how fast I am. Her film Foxhole,
Perfect.
everyone, is now available on video on demand and all digital platforms. Go check it out. Andi, see you in a bit, boss lady. I'm out.
Ciao, ciao. Bye. Thank you for having me.
I know. It was,
Gosh. Oh,
You know what? She said she was going to go do it.
She warned her.
She did it.
She warned her, and she said she is nearby. So
That's right. Okay.
everybody check out OG if she comes back tomorrow. All right.